Namaskar friends, this is NJ, your host on this channel. So guys, after having our brief discussion, or I would say the synopsis of this transit of Ketu in the UTTARA PHALGUNI-Nakshatra, scheduled to take place on November 9th, and it is going to be lasting till July 21st of next year as per the mean node calculation. So I already uploaded a video on that, because based on the way geopolitical development is taking place, it becomes very important to understand how slow moving planets are behaving. So then lot many people ask me that, Nipun, you have to make this video customized to our rising sign as well, or customized to us, to which I already mentioned this thing. If you will take or narrow down any transit to the nakshatra, to the point of nakshatra over there, studying it from your moon nakshatra, like on the basis of the UTTARA concept of the nakshatra assessment, always gives the precise results. And over here guys, we are talking about very karmic planet like Saturn, planet like Ketu. It is much advisable to study any of their major big movement from your moon nakshatra through this UTTARA concept. And that is the only reason when it comes down to the Sade Sati and the fated events which Sade Sati brings, or the punishment, test and trials and the delay, whatever Saturn brings, it is always advisable to study it from your moon sign rather than studying it from your ascendant. So yes guys, following the same pattern, in this video we will now taper it down to your moon tara, to your moon nakshatra, and we will try to understand how this shift in the energy of the Ketu is going to be influencing you. Few words about the Ketu for all those who are new to astrology. So Ketu is somehow the planet of intuition. Ketu is very extreme force. Whatever changes Ketu brings, it can happen in the blink of an eye. Ketu represents detachment, rejection, denial to an extent can be also attached with Ketu, but all the psychic mystical powers, like we say this intuition, third eye awakening, kundalini, chakra, prophetic dreams, and all sort of astral travel can also be attached with the domain, with the power of the Ketu. Ketu is a very extremist planet. People who are in the influence of the Ketu, you will not find them to be moderate. You will find that sort of perfection or extremism in their personality, in their behavior. I always say that when it comes down to the three nakshatra ruled by the Ketu. So Magha has got this power to fulfill the promise of giving you the power attainment in this life. Ashwini has got more to do with the intuition and the intuitive faculties, and Mula has got more to do with the karmic retribution and sudden transformative events. Now guys, talking about the nakshatra UTTARA PHALGUNI, where Ketu is going to be transiting, or the nakshatra which is going to be hosting Ketu now. So UTTARA PHALGUNI is being ruled by the sun from 26 degree 40 minutes of the Leo, reaching till 10 degree of the Virgo. So that in itself means that Ketu will stay in the UTTARA PHALGUNI when it would have already entered the boundaries of the Leo on the July 19th. Few personality traits of the UTTARA PHALGUNI, because I already presented that once on my channel. So the points which I explained that time, it will help you to understand UTTARA PHALGUNI on a deeper way. People who are in the influence of UTTARA PHALGUNI, they are respectful in the society, consider themselves supreme, soft spoken, love travel, justice loving, fortunate in worldly matters of life. They are lucky in the matters of inheritance. In short, they are more successful than their capabilities. Everyone wants that. Good leader or inspiring qualities. They could be talented, capacity to attain greatness, fairness in the justice. They could be very good critic, wittish complexion, artistic interest or talents, very efficient, little bit amorous in the matters of women, or more sensual. Less children or less grandchildren has been generally seen. A strong moon will make them very deeply insightful, and an afflicted or a weak moon will make them kind of a boastful liar. They get well supported by females in all forms. Moon being in the Virgo side of UTTARA PHALGUNI will enhance the feminine qualities to an extent that it will be more prominently visible even on a man as well. The Devata which preside over the UTTARA PHALGUNI is the Aryaman, who is considered as a god of alliance, partnership, and being supported by in any joint setting. Okay guys, now after that, now I will be explaining you the results on the basis of Navtara concept, and you have to watch it on the basis of your moon nakshatra. So starting first with, if your moon is in the Aries, within Aries it is in the Ashwini nakshatra. So that means now Ketu is going to be transiting in your Vipattara, and now it is going to be happening in your sixth house. So that means for the Ashwini natives, you guys have to be careful regarding the matters of your health. Like this could be health, this could be your relationship with your maternal uncles, your relationship with your co-workers, and along with that, even when we talk about any attack, any vulnerability on the account of animals as well. So regarding all these areas, the Ashwini moon native have to be a little bit careful. Again guys, do not look at it in this way that whatever I'm saying over here is going to be equally getting applicable in your case. It all comes down to, is Ketu right now active in your Mahadasha, in your Antaradasha, how strongly you are operating in the domain of the sixth house. Because for the Aries people, Mercury in any case is not a very good planet for you guys. So if I were to say during this time, the Ashwini nakshatra natives have to be a little bit careful. Do not get entangled into any kind of threatful situation. Do not create enemies. Do not indulge into those acts which could turn people against you. Now if your moon nakshatra is Bharni, so guys, in your case it is a very good sign, because now Ketu is going to be transiting in your Sampat Tara. So that means there is a strong potential and capacity to make wealth from the domain of the sixth house. Now this could be a case that if you are already a healer, you are connected with the health industry, fitness industry, you're working as a nutritionist and all, or you have just started taking interest in astrology, in occult and all. So I would say this thing, that the sudden turn around of things could put you in a position of advantage. Like this could be a case that during this time the attainment of any leadership role might also be possible. So again guys, it all comes down to that, to which capacity running transit is favorable for you, and are you working in the domain of the Ketu as well. Like we know this thing that Ketu represents spirituality, getting into the research and DNA, forensic, all these are the things which are somehow connected with Ketu. Yoga, meditation, health, well-being and all. So if you're already operating in all these kind of domains, there is a high possibility of making money or wealth or attainment of things for the Bharni moon people. Now guys, if you are a Kritika nakshatra person, like your moon nakshatra is Kritika, but it is placed in the Aries side of it, because the nakshatra ruled by the planet sun, their one pada falls in the fire sign and the three pada falls in the earth sign. So if you are the Kritika but in the Aries moon side, so it is going to be very fortunate time for you, I would say. See, because when we talk about the any of the transit, if it is taking place on the Janam Tara, so we say this thing that like this could be a time when like generally it has been seen that the result tend to remain average. So then we have to take into consideration the house which is coming into the picture. So just because in your case it is still going to be in the sixth house only, so I would say this thing that when we talk about the matters of the sixth house, the planets like Rahu, Saturn, Ketu, they are generally considered as good transiting from over here. So I would say this thing that yes, based on your skill set, based on your talents, if you're already trying to bring any kind of revolution, any crusade, you belong to any of the activism kind of activity, those people can get benefited. Attainment of position, authority is possible, especially if you're also right now in any way you are in the Sun Mahadasha, or you are also in the Dasha of the Ketu, so those people can get benefited. So yes, from average to better could be the result for the Aries moon Kritika natives. Now if you are a Taurus moon and your Janam Tara, your nakshatra is the Kritika, so you are the Taurus Kritika person. So guys, in your case now it is going to be influencing the matters of your fifth house, like Ketu is transiting over here, but somehow the fifth house is coming into picture. So for anything to do with the religious, spiritual austerity, this could be a good time. Along with that, if you're already in a spiritual field, and you are expecting some sort of, like if for your own personal religious austerities, any of those sadhana, meditation, mantra chanting practices and all, there is going to be higher surge in the awareness, in the experience of the energies. And let's say for example, if you are like considering to get more visibility, more opportunities, a platform and all, so even in that regard as well, it is going to benefit. And for all those people who are connected with the artistic creative fields and all, so if in any capacity right now you're working or you're associated with any supernatural project, any indigenous kind of project, documentary research kind of work, insightful kind of work, those people can strongly get benefited. And even for the students and all, I'm not seeing you guys vulnerable. Now guys, when we talk about that you are a Taurus moon, but you have got the Rohini Nakshatra. So guys, for the moon ruled nakshatra, Ketu is going to be transiting in your Param Mitra Tara. So that means it is going to be bringing lot many benefits for you. So I can say this thing that somehow nature and omens will play in your favor. They will conspire in your favor. So during this time, this could be a case that because of the omens only, like you will attract many opportunities, people will be automatically drawn towards you, you will get the right set of advisor, counselors. Even if you're about to take any wrong step at any stage in your life, you will get the warning from your well-wishers and all. So if I were to say, somehow based on your moon tara, Ketu's transit to the Paramitra Nakshatra, that too in the 5th house, is a very good sign. We know this thing that trine houses are generally considered as the Lakshmi Sthan, the houses of the wealth, our magnetism, grace, luck, opportunities. So I would say that in majority of the areas of your life, if you're already operating, like right now, Ketu Dasha is active, Sun Dasha is active, you are chiefly operating in the domain of the 5th house, art, entertainment, creativity, manifestation and all, academic goals and pursuit and all. So omens will help you. Any of the deep research put forth by you will help you, I can say that. Now if you are a Taurus moon, but within it you are having the Mrigshira nakshatra. So you are a Taurus moon with Mrigshira nakshatra. So guys, in your case as well, it is going to be happening in your Mitra Tara. So that in itself means that all the attributes of the 5th house will act like very friendly towards you. So we know this thing that somehow because in your case your moon has got more of the qualities of the being very researchful, being very inquisitive for the knowledge, and it has got the energy, power and dynamism of the planet Mars as well. So like the way guys, you would have heard that story that where a deer has got that good fragrance in its own throat and it's looking out for it. So let's say for example, if you're already in a research of anything, or you're trying to find answers, solution for certain things and all, so during this time nature and omens will play a very important role in bringing the object of your desire towards you. So whether in the matters of love, romance, relationship, more projects and like some sort of platform for putting out your voice or putting out your talents, so regarding all that front, it is going to be a favorable transit. Again guys, Ketu wherever is in your chart, Ketu wherever is transiting, omens and extremism and the nature is treating you over there or dealing with you over there. So that's how you have to make a calculation of the things. Now when we talk about that, you are a like Mrigshira nakshatra but falling in the Gemini side of it. So now guys, the whole defense is going to be that like Ketu is gonna transiting in your Mitra Tara, but now it is influencing the matters of your fourth house. So we know this thing that, let's say for example, from the past couple of months, if it has been little bit sensitive and very overwhelming for you to handle this transit, now we will definitely find little bit of the relief. Now all this churning up which is going to be taking place in your emotional state, over there some sort of solace, some sort of good news and comfort being brought by the family members can be seen. Second thing is that generally guys, I say this thing that like seeking solace in Ayurveda, in healing, like studying about spirituality and all these things will bring a lot of solace to the people who have got Mrikshira nakshatra, like Gemini Mrikshira nakshatra. And like the way this thing, we know that fourth house also tells about our command control over the public as well. So during this time, if you are already contesting on any important coveted seat, so you can be assured of this thing that omens somehow are in your favor. Nature is somehow gonna support you, favor you. And yes, in the domestic life and for the internal peace, finding solace in nature and like those kind of very holistic health kind of like entities will bring solace and comfort. Now when we talk about that, you are a Gemini moon Ardhara person. So guys, in your case it is going to be like Ketu is going to be transiting in the Nadhana um, like Tara for you, which has got like Tara, which has got more to do with the poverty. So for the Adra moon natives, let's say for example, if in any case you are also right now in the Ketu Mahadasha, Ketu Antardasha, or also in the Sun Mahadasha, Sun Antardasha, so you have to be little bit careful. If you are about to make any major investment, now this could be connected with your any ancestral land, family land, the house which you live, any major construction, renovation, and especially like all those farmers and all who are connected, who have got this as their Janam Tara, their moon nakshatra, and they are thinking about making some major shift, major investment decision. This could be relocating from one place to another place and all. So just give honor to the omens. Again guys, if you will pay attention to our Vedic scriptures and all these nakshatra which we study, which we discuss over here, it has got very deep meaning and science attached to it. Do not look at it just whether I will get a job, I will find love, or this promotion. It's like it's living in resonance with the prakriti, with the universe, with the way nature wants you to live, perform, function, think, and take actions. And only if you will be aligned with it, half of your worries, anxiety, and problems will go away. So I would say that yes, the Ardhara moon natives, if in any case right now either Ketu is active in your life in the Dasha, or you are chiefly operating in the domain of the fourth house, any major decision needs to be taken over there, you have to be careful. It might be good in any other way, I cannot comment on that, but from the money and the wealth point of view, from the like what you call that fulfillment point of view, that aspect might lack. Now let's say for example, if you are a Gemini moon with the Punarvasu nakshatra, so guys, in your case Ketu is going to be transiting in the Uttara Phalguni nakshatra in your Sadhak Tara, which has got more to do with the attainment. So yes guys, it is a very good sign pertaining to the matters of your fourth house. This could be emotional fulfillment, this could be any of the good news on the account of any dealing, sale, purchase of vehicle, sale, purchase of your any of the house or land, or if you are already working in the domain of the public, in the public sector, so over there as well there could be some major attainment, achievement which can take place. Again guys, we know this thing that fourth house has got a lot to do with the comforts, like jewelry and all those sorts of conveniences and all. So there is a strong possibility that this could be due to the sheer luck or because of your hard work and the right decision making. you will be able to have a lot of comforts, enjoyment, conveniences, and being well supported by the loved ones around you. Nature, omens will play a very pivotal role. Like life will keep on putting you at the right places and connecting you with the right set of people. Now guys, let's say for example, if you are a Cancer moon, and within Cancer moon you have got a Punarvasu nakshatra. So you are a Cancer Punarvasu nakshatra. So guys, now in your case as well, it is going to be, Ketu is going to be transiting in the Sadhak Tara Sadhana, but it is going to be influencing more of your third house related attributes. So we know this thing that if there is going to be attainment taking place in the third house, so that has got more to do with how well you are being supported by your friends, by your younger siblings, any documentation, file work, any of the short travels. So short travels during this time will prove to be very profitable. Like this could be a case that, you know, it's like life suddenly brought you in front of the right people at the right time. So, and everyone is surprised that, okay, how come you are here? Like you grabbed the opportunity because you said the right thing at the right time. You signed the document or lease at the right time. We were about to raise the price, but you came there at the right time. So I mean to say, timing, nature, omens plays a very important role. Third house, see, is a very important house for all the performing artists and all. Like the way if you have performed in any scenario situation, everyone praises the actors and the professionals for their timing. Oh my god, that actor, his comical timing is very good, his dialogue delivery timing is very good, the movement of the hand is very good. So I would say this thing that for all those people as well, it's a good sign. Now let's say for example, if your moon nakshatra is of the Pushya, so and that means now Ketu is going to be transiting in the Paryatak, in the obstacle causing Tara for you. So there could be a little bit of the obstacle which you might have to face in the domain of the third house. So that means Ketu so far, if even it would have been giving you happiness, now it could start creating obstacle. Suddenly because of your action, people are turning against you, people are not happy. So guys, see, in any case, Saturn is now going to be gaining pace in your 8th house after November 15th. Now whatever it has to do, it has to do now fast. And now over and about that, in the third house, Ketu also kind of like turning into the obstacle causing Tara. So that means you have to be a little bit careful. Again guys, all what I can say is that when we talk about third house, we talk about travels. You know, it's a very funny story what happened when I was in India. Like every weekend I always, like after a while, after a few weeks, I always get this kind of craving that okay, now I need to go for any pilgrimage, because you know, living in Delhi, India, there are like so many pilgrimage points within the distance of like a single day trip. Like for 4 or 5 hours you travel to that pilgrim point and you can come back in the same day, and you have got darshan, eating in a highway and all. That's always very fun. So I remember I just knew this thing that okay, there's Lord Hanuman's temple, I want to go there. I specially skipped my class for that, and it was supposed to be like for example, it was supposed to be in the Rajasthan, in one province, and all I just searched about that okay, in this temple, in from the Mahabharat, Bhim, he gave darshan, like Lord Hanuman gave darshan to Bhim, and this is the temple where I want to go. It's in Rajasthan, and I went all the way in opposite direction to Haryana, other province. And after when we reached there, see, the thing is that because India is such a religious and holy and faith driven place, that you have so many temples of the same name. Like even in Mumbai, which is famous for the Siddhi Vinayak temple, there might be so many Siddhi Vinayak temples by the same name. So even in the Google map also showed me the same place, and I kept on, like when I reached there, and then I realized that it's not the same place. And imagine being 200 miles in opposite direction. So that kind of thing can happen, and everyone was mad at me. So what I'm saying over here is that for you guys, because now Ketu is going to be transiting in the third house, in the Paryatak uh, um, Tara, obstacle causing Tara, and we know that Ketu has got everything to do with the omens, and third house has to do with the, it's a very important house because all the documentation happened here, our relationship is connected with here. Our capacity to take initiative is being seen from over here. So that means you have to be a little bit careful, especially um, do not be nonchalant. If you know that okay, the weather could be wrong, there could be the scenario of getting stranded, deserted, there could be some difficulties in the travel, so do not take the chance. That's all what I can say. If you have to sign the documentation, do anything, do it on a favorable day when it's a it's a very auspicious days, like it is a guru pushya yoga or something. So give omens and give honor the omens. That's all what I can say in the matters of the third house. Now if you have a Cancer moon, and your moon is in the Ashlesha nakshatra. So guys, in your case, now Ketu is going to be transiting in the Shema Tara, which has to do with the happiness. So there will be a lot of happiness which will now come in the matters of the third house for you guys. This could be a case that suddenly because of the kind of the lease which you signed, the people you collaborated with, the email which you wrote at work, or like you will definitely see that any of the last minute travels of yours will start giving very fruitful results. Like just because had you just called that person, email that person, it would not have turned the deal in your favor. But just because you walked extra miles, you went for a personal meeting, you brought some gift with you, and that actually impressed the person and you got that business deal. So for all the sales, media, marketing professional and all, third house becomes very important. So our moves, our work style, our style, if I were to say, that guy salt bay like this and all of that is a body language, which makes you unique and give you a special kind of place in the eyes of the audience. Otherwise there have been so many people who are out there, but in India as well, there is a Dolly Chaiwala, the way he does it, and Salt Bay, and there are like so many people. So all of that comes from the third house. The theatrics in your hand, the kind of drama you can add to your skill and all. So I would say this thing that yes, because if you are a Cancer moon and Ketu transiting over there, so there will be that touch of divinity and kind of mesmerizing qualities and being well supported by omens if you are chiefly operating in the domain of the third house. Now if you are a for example, if you are a Leo moon, so guys, in your case you are being a Leo moon, and if you have got the Magha as your nakshatra janam tara, so guys, in your case now Ketu is going to be transiting in your Vipat tara. So you have to be a little bit careful. So again guys, because see, the thing is, in your case it's not only the transit of your moon sign lord, which is the planet sun, which becomes important, but also your nakshatra janam tara lord, its movement also becomes very important. So in your case now it is going to be transiting in the Vipattara. So that means the matters of the second house needs to be given utmost importance and attention. Like let's say for example, if during this time only any of the family share distribution needs to be done, or during this time only you have to talk about any financial raise at work, or if there has been some important family gathering, family event which needs to be taken place, so your behavior, your body language, your moves have to be well calculated. Again guys, when we talk about, like as per the Navtara concept, it's not only about obstacles, it's about Vipat has got more to do with the threat and the danger. So I mean to say, like if you already know that there are like people in your joint family which you do not get along very well, or you are being forced to take any decision which involves your savings and putting that money into some risky venture, so you have to be extremely careful, and all of that will become very important if Ketu is also active in the dasha and the antardasha as well. Now guys, if your moon nakshatra is the Purva Falguni, so again guys, in your case now Ketu is going to be transiting in the Sampat Tara, the wealth giving Tara. It is a very good sign. So that in itself tells about that during this time there will be some wealth generating opportunities which will automatically come to you. Because when we talk about Ketu, it has got more to do with the omens, with the nature, natural forces and all. And during this time you will be well supported by the family as well, or if you have to take any important decision in your financial portfolio, or talk about any raise and all. And again guys, when we talk about like Ketu being there in the second house, So I would say this thing that like just if you can do some charities or do something for the dogs, it will be very good for you. See, whatever is gonna be happening now, the impact of that is straight away affecting your finances, so which in a way is a very good news. So like okay, I do not want to advocate buying lottery tickets and all, but yes, omens will make you eligible enough for some good stupendous financial gains and all, and omens will play a very important pivotal role in all these kind of situation. Family will play a very integral role in all this kind of situation. Your values being being kind of holding up firmly your values and all will play a very important role. Now guys, moving ahead, now let's say for example, if Ketu is going to be transiting in right over your Janam Tara, like right over your Uttara Falguni Nakshatra, but we are still now talking about from the point of view of that it is going to be, your moon is going to be placed in the Leo side of it. So that means here in the first part I am just talking and giving more emphasis onto the Virgo side of the transit of the Ketu. The Leo side we will talk about later on, and it's going to be for a very less span of time. It's going to be taking place after May 19th only. So right now we are focusing more on Ketu transiting in the Uttara Falguni in the Virgo side of it. So yes guys, it's the transit over the Janam Tara. So that means something which is going to be like what we say that bringing like success and adding reputation to your family name, to your family lineage, some acquisition of some good share of money or wealth from the family, and doing something to your contributing a lot to your family and all. So this is how things are going to be working out. Again guys, whenever like any major thing happens over our like Janam Tara, so I would say that it has got more to do with the something which you have earned from past many lifetimes with the diligent hard work and efforts, and Prakriti, nature will assure this thing that what you deserve rightfully should shall come to you. I can say this thing. And all the traits of Uttara Falguni, we know that Uttara Falguni is generally considered as very good for reputation, for being respected, for their knowledge, for their wisdom, their capacity to guide the world, to give right advice to the world. And again guys, because in your case Saturn is also strengthened in your 7th house. So I mean to say that even from the marriage point of view and all, your 7th house is very strengthened. Jupiter is also strengthened. So I would say that this can also be responsible for bringing marriage, especially people who are seeker through the joint family and all. So overall, I am not seeing you guys vulnerable, a good news. Now, if your moon Tara is Uttara Falguni, but in the Virgo side of it, so that means Ketu is coming very right over your Janam Tara. So guys, it's a very, see, it's not a very easy energy to deal with. Imagine, like, I know this thing when the transiting Saturn has been over my moon Tara, like in the past so while. My God, my condition is like, what do you call that? There is a thing we call in India, there have been joke like, you have made me like a temple, a bell in a temple. Everyone is just beating it. So because imagine being in a Saturn Mahadasha, Moon Antardasha, and over and above that, at the same time, when you are in the peak of the Sadhasati, and you are also in the Saturn Moon Dasha as well. So Saturn is all over around you over your life, inside as well because it's Dasha, and outside as well because it's a transit. So I can understand, but now in your case it's different. See, Saturn has got more to do with testing us through delays and slowing down your life, testing your patience and all. Ketu is different. Ketu does in a very quick spark, and over there nature, omens, supernatural stuff plays a very integral role. So now guys, just because it is going to be affecting right over there on your moon side, because when we were talking about the Uttara Falguni, but from the Leo point of view, it was still the boundary of the zodiac sign was different, but in your case now it is happening right over your moon sign and right over your Janam Tara over the Uttara Falguni. So I mean to say, Ketu energy will be very close to you. So it is like Ketu is all around you. So this could be a case that, let's say for example, if you are a person who is drawn towards bad habits, no discipline, going to the places which are surrounded by evil things, ill things and all. So you will attract those energy. But let's say for example you give attention to your own cleansing, doing meditation, you're a very spiritual person, and you keep on going to these kind of places, like you're very regular to going to church, going to temple, going to gurdwara, you spend a lot of time in the nature, you do lot of retreat, you meditate a lot. So this could be a time that suddenly all the like chakras can like get activated. Although all chakras cannot get activated, that's a whole lot of rigorous practices, but yes, awareness is going to be all time high, intuition is going to be all time high, and something which you rightfully deserve will come automatically to you. So this could be in the form of any attainment of position, power, and suddenly you did something and everyone is like praising you, respecting you, coming to you for your advice. So this is how it can happen. And guys, just see, like the way I mentioned this thing, Ketu is very very close to your Janam Tara. So that means if you are already like anything to do with the, like if you are very close to the threatful and dangerous side of nature, so then just be little bit careful. If your dashas are making you vulnerable, like the way I keep on seeing this thing, those Red Bull kind of adventure stuff, people jumping from cliff, mountain, and doing so many stuff, it looks good as a viewer. But if you are by yourself engaged in these kind of things and your dashas are running vulnerable, then you have to be extremely careful. See guys, I do not want to scare you, but all other planets like Saturn can give you pain, like Rahu can create mental problem issues and all, but Ketu is sensitive. Ketu can even sever the body part. You know, people who get into, see, I do not want to scare you guys, please, I am a positive person, but then it will be half served knowledge. Ketu is responsible that surgery happened, something happened, and that body part, limb has to be cut off, amputated. So you have to be extremely, extremely careful. Now let's go ahead. Now let's say for example, if your Janam Tara is the Hasta, so that means like Ketu is going to be transiting in your Param Mitra Tara. So whatever is happening, it's happening in the same zodiac sign, in the same moon sign. The only difference is that now Ketu is shifting to the Param Mitra. So again guys, it's a very good sign. I would say this thing that your mind will be now attuned enough, like the way we say this thing, that in the radio, the frequency now has been set to something over where you will start seeing the world very suddenly getting very friendly towards you while taking any important major decision. This could be nature, intuition, hunches are playing a very integral role. And again guys, when we talk about the qualities of the Hasta, has got more to do with being very timetable oriented, being very punctual, being very skilled with your hand. So I would say this thing that during this time there is a possibility of getting some good contracts, people supporting you, and suddenly like we know this thing that in your case as well guys, see, sun has got a rulership over your 12th house as well from your moon sign. So yes, I would say that if something connected with a foreign land, or like especially if you are a psychic, you are a healer, you are a researcher, responsible for doing any covert kind of things, those people can get benefited. Now if your moon nakshatra is Chitra, but in the Virgo side of it. So yes guys, Ketu is going to be transiting in the Mitra Tara. So I would say this thing that, see, if I were to talk about the rulership of the Chitra goes to the planet Mars. So I would say that this whole alignment is not making you much vulnerable, especially all those people who are like working as an architect, someone who's like working in any of the designing kind of field and all. So all those fashion designers and all, they are strongly connected with the energy of the Chitra as well. People who are working in the stones, gemstone industry and all, very like kind of very rare kind of expensive kind of products and all, decor items and all. So I would say this thing that just because Ketu is going to be transiting in the Mitra Tara, it is going to be beneficial for you. And again guys, see, because it is going to be taking place right over your moon sign in itself. So I would say that you are going to be very receptive enough to judge or identify a friend amongst the crowd. Like it's not a kind of phenomena where you can be manipulated, you can be deceived. You will be smart enough to identify or acknowledge what is meant for you, and nature and the omens will play a very important role in bringing the right things, right people, right opportunity towards you. Now guys, when we talk about that, you are a Chitra Nakshatra person, but being on the Libra side of it. So that means like Ketu is going to be transiting, and all of that is happening right now till May 19th in your 12th house. So again guys, if you have like Ketu right now activated in the dasha antardasha as well, or even if you are like in the sun mahadasha antardasha as well. So yes, I would say that intuition will play a very key role, important role during this time for you. And again guys, even individually as well, if your Ketu is well placed, so during this time meditation can open some new sense of awareness for you guys. I always say this thing that, see, 8th house is still the house of the rituals. It has got its own restriction. 12th house is like all, like you can go to the heights over here. Like people start having vision. This could be getting the guidance in their dreams and all sort of out of the body experiences and all. So awareness is going to be all time high. And if in any capacity, if your like concerns are somehow connected with the foreign land, with Ayurveda, with healing, holistic health, those people can get benefited, all because of the omens and all. And yes, the attainment of like position or some recognition because of your contribution can also materialize during this time. Now guys, in your case, if your moon sign is Libra and your Janam Tara is the Swati, the nakshatra being ruled by the Rahu. So that means now Ketu is going to be transiting in the Nidhana Tara for you. So you guys have to be a little bit careful. Now again guys, because it is going to be, Ketu is going to be transiting in the 12th house, and that too in the like Nidhana Tara, Vad Tara for you. So I mean to say that do not play in those kind of situation where the risk and uncertainty is very high, like just driven by your adrenaline rush or impulse. You do not think twice before making any major investments, and also during this time that approach and attitude might not get along very well. Again guys, 12th house is a very hidden house. All the enemies are here, the force of the nature is here. This is the house which is always hidden from us. So the only thing which I can say for the Swati moon native right now is that do not like rely just on the instincts, and that sort of leap of faith attitude needs to be curbed. And during this time, doing charities, doing donation becomes very important. Worship of Lord Kal Bhairav becomes very important. Feeding the dogs becomes very important. If you want to kind of evade any of the 12th house related, like this could be becoming a victim of force of the nature, being stranded, dog bite, sudden expenses, losses, people secretly plotting against you. So if you want to get rid of all these kind of things, because Ketu represents all these entities, and all these entities somehow looks like to be turning slightly against you or inimical towards you, so you have to be a little bit careful. Now guys, if you are a Libra moon and your moon nakshatra is the Vishakha, so guys, now for the Libra Vishakha natives, Ketu is going to be transiting in the sadhana attainment Tara for you. So it's a very good sign. So that means all the 12th house related domain will now suddenly start acting and working in your favor. Like if you are a kind of a very religiously, spiritually oriented person, like hard bent on the attainment of something. So during this time, see guys, this is one such kind of alignment over where the very first awareness happens. Like you have been doing back to back chanting any mantra, any religious scriptures or austerity which you are performing. So the very first sign of it, like the way we say this thing, that the cry of a newborn toddler, very first time. So this could happen, like the way suddenly you start getting those instincts, you see and have any darshan in your dream. So all that can happen. And along with that guys, because 12th house is also the house of the foreign land as well. So if you are actually trying to attain something which is connected with the foreign land, this could be visa, immigration, any of the foreign settlement, so some big leap development, start showing its signs with this transit of Ketu in the Uttara Falguni. So all the attributes of the Ketu, overweight nature, omens, intuition plays an important role. Uttara Falguni has got more to do with the partnership, with the, because Arima, and when we say about the reputation, recognition, wisdom, so this whole combination taking place in the 12th house will benefit you guys. Now if you are a Vishakha person but in the Scorpio side of it, so that means now this alignment till May 19th is going to be influencing the matters of your 11th house. So yes guys, it's a good sign, because for the Scorpio Vishakha person, Ketu, the planet of intuition, instincts and all, transiting in the Sadhana Tara in your 11th house. And again guys, do not forget this thing, that Ketu has got a co-rulership of the Scorpio sign as well. So during this time, because of the sheer support of the luck, you will stand a very strong chance of being signed up for important projects, friends playing a very important role, or because of the sheer luck, being put in the right situation in front of the right people, luck supporting you, being considered for any important position and all. So overall guys, like the way I've been seeing this thing, that here we are not purely talking in the wealth point of view, we're talking about from the attainment point of view. And in the modern day Kali Yuga and today's day and age, 11th house becomes very powerful. All the successful prominent people we know, the connections we have, the sources we have, the goodwill, reputation in the market which we have, so all of that, because of the sheer support of luck, will support you. Now if you are a Scorpio moon Anuradha nakshatra person, so now guys, Ketu is going to be transiting in your Paryatak Tara. So again guys, it is going to be taking place in your 11th house, at least till May 19th I'm talking about first. So yes guys, it is going to be influencing the matters of the 11th house. And Ketu, it's like the nature and the omens are creating obstacle or blockage over there. And also guys, because in your case your ascendant lord is going to be majorly transiting in a Cancer sign in your 9th house, and individually Saturn is also there now moving forward in your 4th house. So yes, this could be the time of some emotional pressure, and driven by the pressure you shall not be taking the wrong step. Again guys, Scorpio native has got the capacity to rise and shine, and they have this capacity that no matter how hard life is beating you, you have that resistance, that resilience to rise and shine amidst all the pressure and opposition. And this is one such skill which you have to demonstrate right now, because yeah, pressure is going to be building up and nature and omens will not play in your favor. So you have to be self-reliant completely. Relying on someone else's word, do not take any major decision. Not a very good sign for leap of faith, especially like the way we say this thing, that you know, there have been those cases like even if you'll take the case of the US presidential election, like if I'm not wrong, don't quote me on this, but I heard that Bill Gates were supporting Kamala Harris, the side which lost, and Elon Musk took the right decision of supporting Donald Trump, the guy who won. I guess even in India, like somehow, you know, when the bad time comes, like in this Ambani brothers family, like when BJP was on the rise, Anil Ambani, the brother who had lot many issues, financial crisis, he was supporting the party which was going out of the power, and Mukesh Ambani came in full support to the political party which was coming to the prominence. I mean to say, nature and omens plays a very important role. So I would say guys, for you guys, for the Anuradha natives, you have to be very careful while taking any major or planning any major move of yours. So suddenly if someone comes to you, this could be any close friend, this could be your elder sibling, with sudden big news of some big opportunity and all, so use your brain, because omens are not gonna be that favorable for you, because with this Saturn's placement in the 4th, Mars being in the 9th debilitated, and now this happening in the 11th house. So yes, be self-reliant, cross-check things and then make your move. That's all what I can say. Now when we talk about for the Jyeshtha, if you are a moon Scorpio moon, Jyeshtha person. So again guys, in your case, it is going to be taking place in your 11th house, in the Shema Tara, the happiness Tara. So yes, omens will play a very important role in bringing good news to you. So irrespective of all this pressure which Saturn is creating in your 4th house, your moon sign lord, like Mars is there in the 9th, I would still say this thing that during this time, this whole churning up will end up creating some auspicious news for you. So this could be a case that, because we are talking about from Ketu's point of view, Uttara Falguni has got more to do with the partnership, with the alliance, and 11th house also represents lot many people and the network and all. So due to the sheer support of the luck, you might walk into some important clubs, important groups, and being supported by those organizations, those bodies might strike a chord, might being able to do something big and achieve something big. So that kind of yoga is getting created for the Scorpio Jyeshtha natives. Now guys, if you are a Sagittarius moon with your moon nakshatra being Mula, so that means now Ketu is going to be transiting in the Vipattara, in the Uttara Falguni in your 10th house. That in itself means kind of situation of danger and all. So that means guys, do not be too forceful in bringing any change in your career during this time. You could feel this thing that suddenly the bosses might act like very like autocratic, like in a very dictatorial style. And again guys, this is not the time when you can blindly rely on the omens or take the leap of faith, like the way a lot many times happens is that like if you are in a mid management, okay, I'll just leave things to my juniors, delegate it, or things can work out. So this sort of approach and mindset will not work. The more you will be in control and command of the things, with the answer of each nitty gritty of the projects you are handling, the better it will work for you. I was recently watching this movie Whiplash. My goodness, what a nice movie. Like how you can be refined through a teacher or a trainer who wants the best out of you but has got very weird teaching style and all. So now coming back to you guys. So yes guys, because in your case it becomes very important because Ketu is your moon nakshatra lord as well. So that means moon nakshatra lord, it means the omens in any case plays a very pivotal role. But now the way things are gonna be happening, that at your work front, the wind will suddenly start not running in your favor. Now the only reason why you are listening to this video is that so that you can protect or plan yourself, strategize yourself and foresee things which are gonna about to happen. So yes guys, for the Mula natives, all what I can say is that be well prepared, do not take chances, and be as prepared and meticulous, and just work with that perfectionist work style, having all the answers for the projects which you are dealing with, and do not take things for the chance during this time, because omens are somehow becoming little bit vulnerable for you. Now guys, when we talk about if you are a Sagittarius moon person with your moon nakshatra being Purvashada, so that's a good news guys. In your case, it is going to be transiting in the Ketu is transiting in the Sampat Tara. I always say this thing, Ketu is responsible for bringing major change, transformation and churning up. In your case, right now it is happening in your 10th house, the house of your career. So during this time, like let's say for example, if any major changes which are going to be taking place, suddenly you are being asked to shift to a new department or shift to a new role, or like any of the changes and development which will happen, and if you will be approached by the bosses or at work front, something which you have not planned, something which you have not done anything for, and it is a sudden development taking place, it might be good for you, especially from the wealth point of view. So do consider that, and nothing could be better than that. If you're also right now in the Ketu Mahadasha, Ketu Antardasha, or the Sun Mahadasha, Sun Antardasha, those people especially at their work front are being seen in a situation that the omens and nature and all the hard work done by them, all that which they have contributed to their career, this could be the time to rise and shine. This could be because of the luck, because of the omens, and somehow steps taken by you during this time surprisingly will keep on hitting the right notes, hitting the right places. So overall it's a good time for the Purvashada natives. Now guys, if your moon sign is Sagittarius and the nakshatra is the Uttarashada, so that means Ketu is transiting somehow in the kind of a Janam Tara, because you know Uttarashada and the Uttara Phalguni is ruled by the sun in itself. So in your case, first we will take up the case of that if you are a Sagittarius side of the Uttarashada. So guys, taking place in your 10th house, so I would say this thing that see all the qualities of the Ketu, and if you have to match it with the Uttara Falguni, which has got a lot to do with the partnership, which has a lot to do with the wisdom, recognition, being respected and all. So during this time, like all those developments and major changes will happen in your life which are falling in sync with the promise. You know guys, if you follow Vedic astrology, you have to gain that mastery over two things. The very first thing is that um, right personality analysis, and second thing is once the chart opens up in front of you, picking up the promise, because only if you can do that you will become very good astrologer, because astrology is all about that the promise which is there in the chart and the right transiting planet and the right dasha will activate and deliver that. So I mean to say that because somehow the it's the Janam Tara concept getting involved. So at your career front you will definitely see some major development taking place. And I would say this thing that for attainment of position, recognition, having strong visibility and all of that taking place because of the sheer luck, and like this could be sudden change of events and wind sailing in your favor and all. So that's how things are going to be working now in your work front, and I'm not seeing you guys much vulnerable. Now if you are the Uttarashada but in the Capricorn side of it, like your moon sign is Capricorn and the nakshatra is the Uttarashada, so that means now it is going to be influencing the matters of your 9th house. So yes guys, it is a very good sign, like any of the sadhana done to your Ishta Devata during this time, any of the contribution donations done to your Kul Devata or Gram Devata, Kul Devi and all will prove to be very fruitful. Try to stay as respectful to your father. Like if it's in my capacity, I would rather recommend you that buy some gift and just make your parents happy. Do something for your father. The father's blessing will during this time play a very pivotal role. Any of those major things which you are trying to achieve during this time connected with the 9th house. This could be any foreign travel, foreign visa immigration, enrollment to any foreign university and all, any of the PhD related concern and all. In all those kind of areas and all, chances of finding success is going to be all time strong. Like I would say that omens and nature is supporting the Uttarashada natives, especially the Capricorn Uttarashada natives. Now guys, if you have your moon in the Capricorn, that too in the Shravan nakshatra of it, so guys, it's a good sign because somehow in your case, as you can see that transit is going to be taking place of Ketu in your Paramitra Tara. So we know this thing that if 9th house actually starts acting as your friend, as your well-wisher, 9th house, which is the house of the guidance, of the mentorship, of the luck, of the omens, divine intervention. So how good it will be for your life. So I would say guys that if during this time you are trying to pursue, attain anything connected with the 9th house, this could be higher studies, this could be any of the pilgrimages, this could be foreign travels, visa, immigration. So high chances of success in the attainment of all these kind of things. Now guys, if you are a Capricorn moon and your nakshatra being Dhanishta, so guys, it's a very good sign. We all know this thing that Dhanishta native tend to remain very strong contender when it comes down to the prominence, when it comes down to success and attainment. And over and above that, the planet of omens, nature, divinity, Ayurveda, all of that transiting in your 9th house in the Mitra Tara. So it is going to be a good news for you. So I would say this thing that, see, when we talk about the Uttara Falguni, it has got a lot to do with the wisdom, and it has got a lot to do with the recognition, visibility, partnership, alliance. So due to the sheer support of the luck, lot many people will enter in your life, and the alliances formed during this time will serve some important life purpose. So for all the 9th house related entities And if over and above that, if you're also very religiously oriented person, you are very much devoted to, dedicated to your sadhana, to meditation, so all those people can actually expect some very good news. Now guys, if you are a Aquarius moon and the Dhanishta nakshatra person, so now it is going to be taking place like Ketu is transiting in the Uttara Falguni, but initially in your 8th house. So now guys, we know this thing that 8th house transit of Ketu is always a very alchemist kind of combination, which gives capacity to do research and being led to find any unknown dark secret, all because of the luck. Like this could be serendipity and epiphanies, awakening, awareness, heightened sense of awareness, having that mastery, control over the collective, over the psychology and all. And over and above that guys, because it is taking place in the 8th house, so yes, if you are already dedicated, devoted to anything to do with the occult, with the tantra, with the sadhana, with the human psychology, so those people can get benefited guys in your case, because somehow your moon nakshatra is Dhanishta, 10th house involvement also comes. So all what I can say is that if during this time you are heavily engaged in unraveling the secrets or any sort of research, so nature and omens will play a very important role. And I would say that if you are working as a scientist, you're working as an astrologer, as an occultist, as a healer, so recognition, visibility, and suddenly people talking about you, you're getting more clients, so all of that can work out. So nature will act like your friend in your favor. Now guys, if you are a Aquarius moon but your nakshatra is Sadbhisha, so that means Ketu's transit in the Uttara Falguni is not only happening in your 8th house but also in the Nadhana or the poverty causing nakshatra. So that in itself means that there is going to be potential of experiencing the poverty which could be caused out of the 8th house. Now understand the two participating place over here, like Ketu, which represents animals, nature, animal attack or omens, we see from the Ketu. And Uttara Falguni, which has got everything to do with the we say that companionship, partnership and all. Somehow 8th house is also the house of the joint resources. So during this time when Ketu will transit over here, and let's say for example if Ketu is also active in your dasha as well, you have to be very careful while getting associated in any joint kind of setting. Along with that guys, all the sudden unexpected problems come out of the 8th house only. So you have to be very careful, you have to guard your public image, especially I would say in the business dealing and the partnership. You have to take all the calls very carefully. Do not take that leap of faith. Do not completely rely on your gut feel. So the more you can reach out to people for their expert opinion, then take that call and take that decision is going to be much advisable. Along with that, if you go lot deeper into the nature, you take a lot of the interest in adventure, risky kind of sport as well, so over there as well guys, you have to be a little bit careful. Now if you are a Aquarius moon and your nakshatra being the Purva Bhadrapada, so that means Ketu's transit in the Uttara Falguni happening in your Sadhan Tara in your 8th house. So yes guys, there's going to be high possibility for sudden financial gains which can come out of the 8th house as well, especially guys if Ketu is active or Sun is active right now in your dasha and all. So during this time there could be some sudden financial gain as well which can be foreseen. Also if you're already connected with occult, with astrology, with spirituality, with Reiki healing, any of the scientific pursuit or research related work, those people can also strike a gold with this transit of Ketu in the Uttara Falguni. So in a way nature, omens will play a very important role. Right set of people unexpectedly will be coming into your life, or this could be a case that sudden flash of intuition and you got the answer, you got the guidance that what moves you need to make. So overall for the Aquarius moon Purva Bhadrapada natives, this is going to be the time of attainment. This could be connected with the sadhana, with the spiritual religious austerities as well, or this could be sudden financial gain as well. Now guys, if you are a Pisces moon person with your moon nakshatra being Purva Bhadrapada, it is going to be the transit of Ketu is going to be in the Uttara Falguni in your Sadhan Tara, which can be seen as a very good news. Because guys, understand this thing, Jupiter in your case is the lord of not only your moon sign but your nakshatra lord as well. Even in the transit, it is right now in the 3rd house from from your moon and giving its aspect to your 7th house as well. So I would say that yes, I will not be surprised if with a sudden sequence of events you will run into some important business deal, or people who are single, they might start getting good matrimonial proposals and all. So for the marriage related concern, for the partnership attainment kind of concerns, this transit of Ketu in the Uttara Falguni can be seen as a very good news. Again guys, as you know that 7th house also tells about your public image as well. Ketu has got a lot to do with the like intuition and the collective forces, unseen forces, and Uttara Falguni has got a lot to do with the visibility, with the recognition, with the popularity as well, like being recognized for the kind of wisdom you have, like other people come to you for guidance through you. So I would say this thing that all these nature forces are going to be working in your favor, and a strong potential of some major achievement can be foreseen for the Pisces Purva Bhadrapada natives. Now guys, if you are a Pisces moon and your nakshatra being the Uttara Bhadrapada, so that means Ketu is going to be transiting in the Paryatak Tara for you. So yes guys, you have to be a little bit careful, because Saturn in any case, your moon nakshatra lord is already transiting in your 12th house. Over and above that, this is going to be causing a lot of the obstacles. So relying on the instincts and the force of the nature, you do not have to take any important major decision in your business front. Like I would say that, you know, sometimes it happen basic things like, you know, getting those insurance and all, we take that very lightly, but suddenly some calamity happens, some natural event happen, disaster happens, and then we realize that okay, I should have taken that insurance, otherwise like I could have been safeguarded. Now I'm in more trouble, more problem. So I would say this thing that yes, there could be some sudden misunderstanding in the relationship. Over there could be some sudden like secrets of yours which could be revealed as well. So all what I can say is that in the matters of partnership, business, decision making, anywhere where your public image is at stake, you have to take your moves very carefully. And guys, if you are a Pisces moon and your nakshatra being the Revati, so that means Ketu is going to be transiting in the Uttara Falguni in your 7th house, that too in the Shema Tara. So there is going to be a lot of the happiness which can be experienced because of, I can say this thing that the contribution of your spouse, of some important business deal, or suddenly you are being rewarded, felicitated for your contribution, because we know this thing that Ketu has got a lot to do with like the promise which is being there from past so long. And Uttara Falguni has got more to do with the like a partnership, recognition, wisdom, being well supported by the females, and it is all taking place in your 7th house. So yes, there is going to be the cause of happiness because of some important business achievement, because of the contribution of the partner, or some sudden like enhancement of your reputation can be seen with this switch of the Ketu in the Uttara Falguni nakshatra. So yes guys, this is something which I wanted to say as a part of my inputs. For further more updates and notifications on the divine science of Vedic astrology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on my Instagram account.